Most people think being untouchable means being hard, cold, or emotionless, but the real meaning is very different. It is a psychological state where your mind becomes difficult to shake, difficult to manipulate, and difficult to push off balance. Many people confuse intelligence with knowledge, but the truth is that untouchable intelligence is about how you think and how you respond when life becomes chaotic. In this video, you will learn 5 psychological principles that make your mind steady, calm, and almost impossible for others to disturb. 1. They do not fight to be right. Most people treat disagreement like a fight, as if every conversation must have a winner and a loser. They defend their ego, argue to dominate, and push to prove a point. Untouchable people do something very different. They search for understanding instead of victory because they know clarity is more powerful than force. Instead of attacking, they ask questions that reveal deeper truths. They want to know what shaped someone's opinion, what emotion is behind their reaction, and what experience led them there. When ego is removed, tension fades. People stop feeling threatened and begin opening up. This creates natural influence. Detaching from the need to be right is not weakness. It is the ability to stay calm and grounded even when someone challenges you, and that is a rare kind of strength. 2. They zoom out when others zoom in. Many people get trapped inside small moments. A rejection feels like the end of the world. One mistake defines their identity. A bad day convinces them life is falling apart. Untouchable people take a step back. They widen the frame, like pulling a camera lens away from a chaotic scene. They treat emotions as signals, not facts. Instead of reacting, they study the pattern behind the situation. They ask what this moment is really telling them, what they can adjust, and how this event fits into the bigger direction of their life. When you see the whole picture, problems stop feeling personal. They become information you can use. Zooming out turns panic into strategy and confusion into clarity. This shift alone makes you almost impossible to destabilize. 3. They protect their energy by controlling their focus. Most people waste enormous emotional energy on things they cannot control. They worry about opinions, outcomes, and imagined disasters. This drains their mental strength and leaves them unfocused. Untouchable people follow a simple principle. If they cannot influence something, they refuse to invest emotional energy into it. They redirect their focus toward action, preparation, and improvement. They build competence instead of fear and character instead of approval seeking. This is emotional minimalism, the discipline of clearing mental clutter so the mind stays sharp, stable, and ready for challenges. By protecting their energy, they protect their clarity, and in doing so, they protect their power. 4. They use silence as a tool of clarity and control. Silence makes most people uncomfortable. They rush to fill it with noise, explanations, or impulsive comments they later regret. Untouchable people treat silence very differently. They use silence to slow the pace of a conversation, to think before speaking, and to observe others more deeply. A 1 or 2 second pause strengthens their presence and gives weight to every word they choose to say. People naturally pay more attention when someone speaks with calm intention. This is silent dominance. It is not aggressive, and it is not manipulative. It is simply the power of stillness, a strength most people never learn to use. Silence allows you to guide the emotional tone of the room without ever raising your voice. 5. They pause before they react. Most people react instantly when triggered. They snap back, shut down, or let the moment control their entire emotional state. Untouchable people operate differently. They pause. Even a small breath creates a psychological buffer, a moment of grounding that allows them to choose their response instead of being controlled by impulse. They observe the emotion rising inside them and decide whether that emotion deserves action. Calm is not passivity. Calm is strategic intelligence. A person who can pause cannot be manipulated easily because their reactions are deliberate, not automatic. This pause becomes a shield, a filter, and a form of internal armor that protects them from emotional chaos. What being untouchable really means. Being untouchable does not mean shutting people out or pretending not to care. It means you are no longer pulled into drama or emotional storms. Your mind remains steady even when everything around you feels unstable. Untouchable people do not rise and fall with every opinion or every unpredictable event. Their center stays solid, which makes them trustworthy, respected, and naturally influential. People feel safer around someone who stays calm under pressure, and clearer around someone who does not crumble when things go wrong. This is the psychological gravity of an untouchable mind. One habit at a time. You do not need to master all 5 principles at once. That only leads to overwhelm. Choose one habit. Practice it for 7 days. Maybe you pause before reacting. Maybe you ask questions instead of arguing. Maybe you focus only on what you can control. A single habit done consistently can shift your entire inner world. Small changes, practiced with intention, build real transformation. Over time, these habits connect and create a mindset that is calm, sharp, and nearly impossible to shake. Untouchable psychology is built on clarity, calmness, and control. When you train your mind to think this way, you stop reacting like everyone else, and you start living from a place of intention and strength. If you want to understand the deeper side of emotional intelligence, remember to subscribe. There's a lot more coming.